So once again, good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. So what all things that we were discussed in our last class? We are discussing about the dispersion and what is the reason for dispersion and one of the practical application of dispersion. We are discussing one of the practical application of dispersion or in our daily life where we are observing this dispersion phenomena, right? So first of all, we can revise all these points again and we can move to the next topic. So starting, all of you please switch on your video, otherwise I mark it as absent. Switch on your video. Okay, starting with quiz. Rizwan, can you say what you mean by dispersion? Dispersion.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Melvin, what do you mean by dispersion?
Separation.
Hmm.
Separation of light.
Hmm. Say it louder, it's not clear.
Separation of light.
Into?
Separation of light into vision.
It's not clear, Melvin. Rifa, can you say what you mean by dispersion?
Ma'am, the rainbow. In the rainbow.
That is not dispersion. Define the phenomenon of dispersion. What do you mean by dispersion?
The splitting of light.
Yes, very good. Splitting of light into?
Different.
7 different colors.
Yes.
Different components or colors.
Different colors. How many colors? It is split up into 7 colors. And when it is happen?
It passes through a prism.
Yes, when it is passing through a prism is known as dispersion. So dispersion means the splitting of white light into 7 constituent colors. When it is passing through a prism is known as dispersion. Then what do you mean by spectrum? Aditya, can you say what do you mean by spectrum? What do you mean by spectrum? Surya? Yes, what do you mean by spectrum? Have you heard about this term spectrum? Aditya Nair, I think he is ready to say the answer. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by spectrum?
A band of colors which
Very good.
appear when light enters through a prism.
Yes, very good. It is the band of colors that is obtained after this dispersion phenomena. So it is a band. This band consisting of 7 colors. Okay. So the band of colors that is obtained after the dispersion is known as spectrum. Okay. And what is the reason behind this dispersion? Badra, can you say what is the reason behind this dispersion? Why this dispersion is occurring?
Speed of air in vacuum.
Yes, very good. It is due to the difference in the speed of colors. We have 7 colors like violet, indigo, blue, green, orange, yellow, red, and all. These different colors travels at different speed. Okay. And out of the 7 colors, which color is with the larger wavelength?
Yellow.
No. We have 7 colors. Of these 7 colors, which color is S? S, Aditya, it's right. Which color is it?
Red.
Red. The red color is possess larger wavelength. And which color possess lesser wavelength?
Violet.
Violet. Very good. Violet is possess less wavelength and red possess large wavelength. And the color which produces or the color that possess high wavelength, that is our red. The red is deviates the least. We know that after the dispersion phenomena, the colors are deviates at different angles. It is because of their different wavelength. The red is a color with more wavelength. It is deviates the least. And violet is a color with the least wavelength. it is deviates the most. So this is what you can observe in the dispersion. Okay. And can you say one of the practical life applications of dispersion?
Rainbow.
Rainbow formation. Okay, good, Ashik. Then Johan, can you explain the reason for the formation of rainbow? Why the rainbow formation is occurs? What is the physics behind it? Yes. I think all of you are, due to the periodic test, you are not going through the topics that we were discussed in the class. Savio,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the reason for the formation of rainbow?
The sunlight, when after rain, the sunlight hits that raindrops, and after effect, that after effect,
Yes,
white light changes to 7 colors.
it is split up into 7 colors. Then after that, what happens? I need
After that, when the 7 colors emerge at the border of the water droplet, it refract,
it is not refracted, it is
reflecting back.
because whenever the light is strikes on a transparent medium, it is get reflected back and it is reflected internally through the water droplet, and that is what is known as total internal reflection, right? So I need only the 3 reasons. Arjun, can you recall the 3 reasons for the formation of rainbow? There are 3 reasons which result the formation of rainbow. What are that 3 reasons?
When white light enters through a
You
prism.
don't need to explain it. I only need that 3 terms. The 3 phenomena are occur in this formation of rainbow. What's that? Ah, yes.
Refraction,
Ah, yes. I think here always
dispersion,
refraction, dispersion, and one more is
total reflection.
internal reflection. Here Aditi also shared the correct answer. So the rainbow formation is occurs due to the refraction, dispersion, and the total internal reflection. Okay. So when all these processes combine together for the formation of rainbow. So whenever a ray of light is enter from air to the water droplets, refraction is occurs because it is enters from one medium to another medium. The bending of the light rays occurs. And whenever this light rays enter into the water droplet, what happens? It is split up into 7 colors, and that phenomenon, what we are call it as dispersion. This dispersed 7 colors are strikes on the boundary of the water droplets. It is reflect back or it is bouncing back. It is bouncing back internally through the water droplets, and that is what is known as total internal reflection. So all these 3 phenomena combine together for the formation of rainbow. Okay, so that's all about the dispersion. Today we are moving to the next another characteristics of refraction. That is what is known as atmospheric refraction. This is the another property of the light. This is the another property of light. That is what is known as atmospheric refraction. All of you write the heading. Atmospheric refraction.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We are not familiar with this term atmospheric refraction, but in this term we are familiar with refraction, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by refraction then? You just recall the definition of refraction. Vishnupriya, what do you mean by refraction?
Phenomenon of bending of light when it enters a new medium.
Yes.
When it enters.
Yes, it is the phenomenon of bending of light when it is enters from one medium to another medium is known as refraction. Then what do you mean by atmospheric refraction? It is the refraction of light caused by the atmosphere. Okay, the bending of light is occurs due to the atmosphere. By the presence of atmosphere, the refraction of light is occurs. Then we can call it as atmospheric refraction. It is a very simple definition. So atmospheric refraction is nothing It is the refraction of light caused by the atmosphere. And how this refraction is causing? It is due to the varying optical densities of the atmosphere. We know that the atmosphere is consisting of several layers. There are different layers are present in atmosphere. Sometimes in geography, you are saying that you have studied that the atmosphere is consisting of troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. So there are several layers are present in this atmosphere. You don't need to study about all these layers. Okay. You only study the atmosphere is consisting of different layers, and these different layers have varying optical density. Then what do you mean by optical density? Optical density is the ability of a medium to refract light. So if our Earth atmosphere have different layers, these different layers have different optical density. So whenever the light ray is entering through different layers of the atmosphere, it is undergoes refraction in a different manner. So that kind of refraction is known as atmospheric refraction. So we are going to discuss the definition of atmospheric refraction. So atmospheric refraction means the refraction of light caused by the Earth atmosphere having layers of air of varying optical densities is called atmospheric refraction. So this is the definition of atmospheric refraction. Actually, this definition is not included in your textbook. You must copy down it. What is the definition of atmospheric refraction? The refraction of light caused by the Earth atmosphere. This is the first and foremost definition of atmospheric refraction. It is the refraction of light caused by the Earth atmosphere. And why this happen? Because our atmosphere have different layers, and these different layers possess different or varying optical density. So due to this varying optical density, the refraction of light is occurs by the Earth atmosphere. This is what is known as atmospheric refraction. So atmospheric refraction, it is the refraction of light caused by the Earth's atmosphere having layers of air of varying optical density. Earth atmosphere is consisting of different layers like troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere. Different layers of atmosphere possess different temperatures and different optical density. So whenever the light is travels through each layers, it is undergoes refractions in a different manner. It get refracted differently from different layers of the atmosphere. That's why we are call it as atmospheric refraction. And you can take a side note of what you mean by optical density. What do you mean by optical density? Write the definition of optical density. Do you know the definition of optical density? What do you mean by optical density?
Ability to refract.
Yes, it is the ability. It is the ability of the medium to refract light. Not reflect, to refract light. So the different layers of the atmosphere possess different optical density. So what happens whenever the light is reaches into each layer, it undergoes different refraction. So that is this type of refraction is known as atmospheric refraction. Now we are going to discuss the practical applications of atmospheric diffraction. Okay. Now we can discuss the practical application of atmospheric refraction. So first of all, we can discuss what you mean by atmospheric refraction. Nirubama,
Ma'am,
what do you understand?
what was optical density?
Yes, Adidev.
Ma'am, what was optical density?
Optical density is the ability of the medium to refract light. It is the ability of the medium to refract light. That is what is known as optical density. So different layers of the atmosphere possess different optical density, which means the light rays get refracted in a different manner. Nirubama, can you define what you mean by atmospheric refraction?
The refraction of light caused by the atmospheric
Correct, atmosphere. Why it is, yes, why it is happens?
varying optical densities.
Very good. It is due to the varying optical density of the atmospheric layers. The atmospheric layers are possess varying optical density. Due to that, the light is get refracted differently from the different layers of the atmosphere. That is what is known as atmospheric refraction. Now we can discuss the practical application of atmospheric refraction. Have you observed the night sky? Have you ever observed the night sky?
Yes, ma'am.
What all things that you can figure out from the night sky then?
Stars, moons,
What all things are present in our night sky?
stars,
Stars are there,
moon,
moon, stars.
planets,
Yes, very good. Stars, moon, planets, etc. These are some of the objects are present in the night sky. And from these objects, we can specially spot or we can specially focus on stars, or we can identify the star from that of the moon and that of the other planets. How it is possible?
because it twinkles.
Yes, because stars producing twinkles. Stars are twinkle, right? And how the stars are twinkle? How the stars are get twinkle? Do you know the reason?
Because they are burning.
Yes, because of their
Burning.
they are burning.
Moving of atmosphere.
Yes, Arjun.
Moving of atmosphere in the
Because
earth.
of the movement of the atmosphere. Okay. Any other opinion? Why the stars are twinkle? Hence, Steve.
And the time for the light from the star to reach us.
Yes. Okay. Then, Bhadra, can you say reason for why the stars are twinkle?
Because they burn like
They are
And
burned like
atmospheric opticity, optic density,
it is possess some kind of optic density. That's why, right?
and Earth's atmosphere's optic density.
Okay, it is because of the atmosphere possess different density. Okay, some of them are say the correct answer. Frame rate is different. Okay, okay. All right. So today, now we are going to discuss about the physics behind the twinkling of stars. So when you are seeing this question, this is a sure question for the examination. Why do the stars twinkle? The first and foremost answer you must write. The stars are twinkle due to atmospheric refraction. So now we are going to discuss how this atmospheric refraction is pave the way for the twinkling of stars. Why do the stars are twinkle? The stars are twinkle due to atmospheric refraction. Why do stars twinkle? The stars are twinkle due to atmospheric refraction. So here you can see the star here in this image. You can see the stars. And the people are standing on the surface of the earth. Here we are standing and we are watching the sky, which is stars, which is present on the sky. And some other planets are also present here. Then how the stars are twinkle. That is what is we are going to discuss. Stars are very point size object. Okay, stars are point size object and they can produce their own light. Okay, so stars are very point like objects. They are a point like objects and they produce their own light. So the light that is came from the star has to travel a long distance, then only it is reaches our eye. The stars are a point objects which produce its own light, and the light came from the star has to travel a long distance before reaches into our eye. So what happens to this starlight? The light that is came from the star is passes through the different layers of the atmosphere. Here we have different layers of the atmosphere. So what happens? This different layers of the atmosphere possess different optical density. So whenever the light is came from the star, it is strikes here, it is undergoes refraction. So it is get refracted to here. Again, the light from this layer, it is refracted to here. Again, it is refracted. So the light that is came from the star is get refracted randomly due to the varying optical densities of the different layers of the atmosphere. Thereby, it is changes the position of the star. So whenever it is reaching to our eye, we are seeing that the stars are moving. That is appearing as a twinkling. The twinkling of stars are occurs due to the atmospheric refraction because the stars are point-like sources or point-like object and it produces its own light. And the starlight has to travel a long distance before reaching our eye. When they are traveling from the sky to the earth surface, it has to travel the layers of atmosphere, but the layers of atmosphere possess varying optical densities, so it is gets undergoes so much kind of refractions randomly, so it is appears to be moving from their actual position. So that is what is appearing as twinkle. So this is the reason for the twinkling of stars. So in this slide you can see the reason for twinkling of stars. The twinkling of a star is due to the atmospheric refraction of starlight. Okay, the twinkling of star is occurs due to the atmospheric refraction of starlight. Stars are point object and they produce their own light. When the light of the stars enters the Earth atmosphere, it refracts many times and in random direction. Why it is refracts many times and in random direction? Because the light that is came from the star is supposed to passes through the layers of the atmosphere. And the different layers of the atmosphere are possess different optical density. That's why the light of the stars enters in the Earth atmosphere refract many times and in random direction. It is because of the varying optical density of the different layers of atmosphere. So because of this random refraction, star appears to move slightly. Actually, the star is not moving. The lights are get refracted random directions. So we are think that the stars are appears to move slightly. So we interpret this phenomena as the twinkling. So this is the reason for the twinkling of stars. You can copy down this note. This is a sure question for your examination from this chapter. Why the stars are twinkling? So actually this is the application of atmospheric refraction. Atmospheric refraction of light. So you can expect this question for multiple choice or short answer session. If they are asking multiple choice session, why do the stars are twinkle? It is due to the atmospheric refraction. This is the one word answer. And if it is asking the short answer session, you must explain all these things. Then only you get the full mark. Is it clear? If you have doubt, you can ask and clear now itself. The reason for all these phenomena is because of the varying optical densities possessed by the different layers of atmosphere. Our Earth atmosphere have different layers. Different layers have different varying optical densities. Optical density is nothing. It is the ability of the medium to refract light. So in the case of stars, stars are produce their own light, and when it is traveling from sky to the earth surface, it has to travel a long distance. So when they are moving, what happens? It is supposed to passing through different layers of atmosphere. The different layers of atmosphere possess varying optical density. So it is undergoes refraction in a random manner. As a result, the star is appear to move slightly. So we are interpreting this apparent position of the stars as twinkling. This is why the reason of the twinkling of stars. Tavio, Afsana, Rizwan, Amina, all of you, please switch on your video.
Finish, ma'am.
Is it finished? Can we move to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Those who are not finishing, please make it fast. So here we are discussing about the twinkling of stars. I hope it is clear. So my next question, here the stars are twinkled. Then why not the planets are twinkled? Why the planets
And
are?
because they does not produce any light.
Yes, that is one reason. Because the planets do not produce their own light. This is one reason. One more reason is there. What is
And
that?
they are also moving around.
No, the planets are very closer to us as compared to that of the stars. Planets are very closer to the Earth.
Do not reaches that.
Ah, yes.
The light do not reaches the.
Oh, who is asking this doubt? I am not. Melvin?
No, when the planet light will never reaches the.
Did anyone clear it? Please make me clear.
He is saying that the light from the planet never reaches.
The light coming from the planet, it is not producing by them. It is only reflect the light that is came from the star. Actually, the stars are produce their light and they reflect the light that is came from the star. Have you heard about Venus? Venus is also known as
Yes, ma'am.
evening star. Venus is known as evening star. And what is the why the evening produce light? It is because it is reflect the light that is came from sun. So the planets are not producing their own light. They are only reflect the lights that is came from the stars. Okay. So now the next question is this. Why don't the planets twinkle? Why don't the planets twinkle? The planets are much closer to the Earth and thus are seen extended sources. So I will write the reasons here. Why don't the planets twinkle? The first reason is they do not produce their own light. They are not sources of light. Second reason, as compared to stars, as compared to stars, planets are more closer to us. They are not sources of light as compared to stars. Planets are more closer to us. They are not point object. Okay. They are not point-sized object. Uh, they are very close to us and their size is more as compared to that of the stars. That's why the planets are do not twinkle. This is also a question you can expect from this chapter. So along with the twinkling of stars, you must practice this question, why the planets do not twinkle? Because they are not sources of light, they are not point object as compared to that of the star, they are very closer to us. So the light that is coming from the planets are very negligibly small as compared to that of the stars. That's why the planets are not twinkle. This is the reason. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we can discuss the another application of atmospheric refraction. So I hope that this twinkling of stars are clear. Now the second application of the refraction of light. Actually, it's very interesting phenomena. The next application. The next application of atmospheric refraction is advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. The next application of atmospheric refraction is advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. What do you mean by this advanced sunrise and a delayed sunset? Have you
Before the time,
observed? Yes.
rising of sun before the time.
Yes, rising of sun before time. Have you observed the sunrise and sunset?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, when the sunrise?
Around 6:30.
Almost 6.
Okay,
6:30.
it is depending upon your wake up time, right?
No, ma'am.
I am asking about the normal people wake up time.
Morning.
Those who are waking on 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. The sunrise is of course
About
in
6.
when it is happens. Sometimes if you are wake up in 5 o'clock or 5:30 and looking to outside, you can see that sunrise are coming, right?
And I got the place here.
Actually, according to physics, they say that it is not actual sunrise. It is not actual sunrise. Sunrise is not actually happens during that time. After 2 minutes, you can see the after 2 minutes after, then only the sunrise. The actual sunrise is occurs after 2 minutes. Okay, why it is happens? That is what is we are going to discuss. Similarly, when the sunset is occurs,
6
I-
o'clock,
6
6:30.
or 6:30. About 6 or 6:30, the sunset is occurs. But according to physics, it is not actual sunset. They will explain that the sun is already set. Okay, the sun already set and it is takes place, it is set before 2 minutes. Okay,
After light.
yes?
After light.
Yes. So here we are going to discuss about the reason behind this advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. So first concept you must kept in your mind that during sunrise and sunset, so the actual sunrise or actual sunset is happens if and only if the sun crosses the horizon. Okay, have you heard about this term horizon?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by horizon?
Where the land and sky meets.
Yes, it is the line in which the earth surface meets the sky. The line at which the earth surface meets the sky is known as horizon. So the actual sunrise or actual sunset is takes place if and only if the sun is crosses the horizon. But we can check what happens during the sunrise and sunset. That is what is we are going to see now. Okay, and after that we can explain the reason. So this is our horizon. So horizon is nothing. It is the line which meets up at which the earth surface is meets the sky. The line at which the earth surface meets the sky is known as horizon. Okay. So whenever our sun crosses this horizon and it is reaches here, then only we can say that the sunrise is occurs. Okay. I think all of you are happy by seeing the face of sun. A new generation sun is here. Okay. Now we can move to the next slide. What happened? Again, the sun is try to approach us near the horizon. It is reaches here. Then what happens? Before crossing this horizon, the light from the sun, due to the atmospheric refraction, what happens? It is bending in this way and it is reaches to our eye. Okay. Before crossing the horizon, due to the atmospheric refraction, the light ray coming from the sun is reaches into the human eye. So what we think? We are thinking actually the sunrise is occurs, but actually the sunrise is not occurs there. This is what is actually happens. So whenever the sun is reaches here, then only we can say that the sunrise is takes place. Actual sunrise is occurs. But when the sun is reaches here, due to the atmospheric refraction, the light rays from the sun reaches into the eye. It is bending and it is reaches into the eye 2 minutes before. 2 minutes before the sunlight is reaches into our eye. Okay, so 2 minutes before the sunlight is reaches into our eye, it is due to the atmospheric refraction. Now we can write the reason for atmospheric refraction. So by actual sunrise or by actual sunset, we mean that the actual crossing of the horizon by the sun. So if and only if the sun is crosses the horizon, then only we can say that the actual sunrise is occurs. But due to atmospheric refraction, what happens? We see in the sun 2 minutes before. But due to the atmospheric refraction, we see the 2 minutes before. So now we are going to explain the reason for it. When the sun is slightly below the horizon, its light moves from less denser medium to a more denser medium and gets refracted towards the normal. Okay, so what happens? Before crossing the horizon, the sun is reaches just below the horizon. At that time, atmospheric refraction is occurs because the light that is came from the sun is supposed to travel through different layers of the atmosphere. It undergoes the atmospheric refraction due to its varying optical density, and it is reaches our eye before it is crossing the horizon. So the sun is appears to be above the horizon when it is actually slight below the horizon. So this is the reason for the advanced sunrise. So this is the reason of advanced sunrise. Do you copy down the reason of advanced sunrise? All of you write the notes of advanced sunrise. The same thing happens during the sunset. So the advanced sunrise is occurs due to the atmospheric refraction when the sun is slightly below the horizon. The actual sunrise is occurs if and only if the sun is crosses the horizon. But when the sun is slightly below the horizon, the light is moves from less denser medium to a more denser medium, and it is gets refracted towards the normal. So the sun is appears to be above the horizon. We make a misconception that the sun is appears to be above the horizon. So actually during that time, sun is below the horizon, but we are misconceived that the sun is above the horizon. So this is why the advanced sunrise. So this is one of the application of atmospheric refraction. The same phenomena you can observe during the same phenomena takes place during sunset. I will explain it. So you don't need to explain it further. After writing this note, you can add this point. The same phenomena takes place during sunset. I will explain this now. So here we are discussing advanced sunrise or delayed sunset. So the first and foremost answer of the reason behind the advanced sunrise and delayed sunset is nothing. It is the atmospheric refraction. Okay, you just imagine here the sun is there. Okay. So here, actually the sun is passes or crosses the horizon, it is reaches. You just imagine if it is a sunset is occurs, sunset. The sun crosses the horizon and it is reaches here. Okay. During sunset, the sun is actually crosses the horizon and it is reaches below the horizon. But due to the atmospheric refraction, the rays of light from the sun is reaches into our eye. So even though it is 6:30, the actual sunset is takes place, we believe that the sunset is not takes place. We are think that the sun is here above the horizon. Actually, the sunset is occurs. So advanced sunrise and delayed sunset is also due to the presence of this atmospheric refraction. So you must start from here. By actual sunrise and actual sunset, we mean that actual crossing of the sun, actual crossing of the horizon by the sun. By the term horizon, we mean that it is the line at which the earth's surface is meets the sky. Okay. But due to the atmospheric refraction, we seen the sun 2 minutes before. And the reason for this, when the sun is slightly below the horizon, its light moves from less denser medium to the more denser medium and gets refracted towards the normal. So the sun appears to be above the horizon when it is actually slightly below the horizon. So that is what we are seeing in these slides. The sun came from downwards. It is reaches here. Then when it is reaches just below the horizon, the light coming from the sun undergoes atmospheric refraction. It is moving from a less denser medium to a more denser medium. Thereby, it undergoes a refraction by the atmosphere. So the light coming from the sun is already reaches in our eye before the actual sunrise. So this is the reason for advanced sunrise, and the same thing happens in the case of sunset. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And another application, it is not explained in your textbook. It is the shimmering phase. Shimmering phase means a wavery effect. If you are sitting around a campfire, if you look the face of your friend or the other opposite person, you feel like it is just like a wavery appearance. You just try to observe if you are making any fire.
Like looking in water.
Yes. So during that time, you can make a wavery effect. It is also due to the atmospheric refraction, because during that time, the fire, that is the light came from the fire, undergoes refraction of the atmosphere, refraction by the atmosphere. So you only need to study about the twinkling of stars and advanced sunrise and delayed sunset. Okay. So students, today we were discussing about atmospheric refraction. We have an idea about refraction. Refraction is nothing. It is the bending of light occurs when it enters from one medium to another medium is known as refraction. And what do you mean by atmospheric refraction? It is the refraction of, okay, which slide, Anne Mary? The last slide. All right. Shimmering. You want the notes of this shimmering phase?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can copy down. No problem. When we sit around a campfire, the face of the person opposite to us appears to shimmer. Shimmer means a wavering appearance. This happens due to the Refraction of light. The rays of light reflected from the face of the person sitting opposite to us. Here, us is there. Opposite to us, on passing through hot air, gets refracted. Since hot air is rapidly moving and its optical density is continuously changing, therefore the path of refracted rays also changes. This gives shimmering effect. Shimmering of face is occurs when you are sitting around a campfire is also due to the atmospheric refraction, because the light rays came from the fire is undergoes atmospheric refraction due to the varying optical densities of the air. So the direction or the refracted light is undergoes random changes, random refractions due to this varying optical density. Therefore, the path of the refracted rays changes. This gives the shimmering. Shimmering means a shaking effect. Actually, that is the approximate word, correct word, shaking. Wavering effect or shaking effect. We feel that the face of the other person is shake. It is because of this atmospheric refraction. Okay. Any doubt we can, if you have any doubt, we can discuss it in the next class. So can we wind up this class? Okay, all right. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
See you in the next class.
Thank you, ma'am.